we are. Welcome everyone. We're Sue and Dwight. Today is Living Room Live. It's Wednesday night and we are coming to you live from our living room in Toronto, Canada. And tonight the theme of our show is Up Canada Way, because yesterday was Canada Day and we just celebrated the 158th birthday of our country. So all our songs tonight are going to be by Canadian songwriters. And we're going to start off with one that, I'm the Canadian songwriter on this first one. It's a song I wrote called Prairie Girl. And here we go.
One sec. Phew. Oh, that wasn't in the. That wasn't on the set list.
That wasn't part of the arrangement. Wasn't part of the arrangement we recorded, was it?
Give me your G.
My G. We just played this.
I just rehearsed it.
Here we go. All right, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Fields of golden wheat on the ground beneath my feet. On its gust of cool, clean air, I can travel anywhere. The whole world becomes my home. Will it send us far away to a distant foreign shore? Or will it spin us round in circles back to where we started from? Riding on my prairie winds, there are adventures still to come. When I close my eyes, I see fields of golden wheat on the ground beneath my feet. On its gust of cool, clean air, I can travel anywhere. The whole world becomes my home. It swept us halfway across the country. It took us clear across the world and opened up the mind and heart of a little prairie girl. Of a little prairie girl.
So folks, don't adjust your set. We're using a new camera today. Our last one seemed to drop out in the sound check. We're seeing a few lines every
Yeah,
once
I
in a
don't know
while,
what's
so
going
please
on.
bear with
Bear
us,
with us,
this
yeah.
evening, and we will be testing this over the weekend.
Hey,
But Sue,
I'm going to
On to.
see who's all here, and I'm going to start here on Facebook. I see that we have Martin and Kirsten saying hello from Bowen Island, BC, and Lauren from here in Toronto, and Carol from hot southwestern Manitoba.
I bet. Hey, Carol, how you
It's
doing?
hot here too today. I think it went up to 30 or something today, 30 Celsius.
30 should be high 80s for our
Yeah.
folks down in the States.
And lots of humidity. And we've got Charles saying hello from Bonnie, Scotland, and Sherry sending greetings from San Pedro, California. She's back home
Yay.
from her road trip. And we have Earl saying hello from Kansas, and Gail
Earl.
from Toronto here, and Susie, Bruce, and Freddie Garcia, the classic from New Jersey. Oh, so is Freddie Garcia a guitar?
Take it, it's an innate object.
So you'll be doing some of the solos for us on songs tonight with Freddie, or
a lot
Freddie
of
will.
stuff in G tonight, I think.
We've got Sandra saying hello from Toronto, the city that sizzles. Ooh, that's a good tagline for the city. We've got Inspector Bonnie Scotland reporting for duty. We have Marlene saying hello from the City of Angels, and she's craving a Nanaimo bar. Ooh, that sounds yummy. And Sybil from New Jersey, and Jan saying hello from Tennessee, and it's moving fast here. I hope I'm not missing too many. Donna from right here, Donna and Arthur from right here in our neighborhood.
Hey, we saw you yesterday.
And that's all I can see right now on Facebook. I'm just going to zip over to YouTube, and I see that we have Kim and Peter saying howdy from Belleville, Canada. And our Toronto Gwen is here today, keeping cool indoors. And greetings to our favorite Canadians from Mickey and Mark, and they're out in
South St. Paul, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
How you doing,
And
folks?
Linda just popped in from Texas on Facebook. And I know that Renata and Dennis are tuning in tonight, as are Marianne and Kathy. And Karen is usually tuning in on the replay. And our San Diego Barb on the replay. And Roger, he might be here live with us this evening. And Rick on the replay. And I hope I haven't forgot too many, but we'll be checking. Oh, Robin from Texas just came in as well. So we'll continue on with our next song.
There's the other Karen, too. We have two Karens who sometimes watch the replay.
That's true. Yes, two Karens who watch on replay.
Karen B and Karen J.
And so we're going to move along now to a song that was written by Jean McClellan, a great Canadian songwriter, and made very famous by a great Canadian singer by the name of Anne Murray. It's called Snowbird. Beneath the snowy mantle cold and clean, the unborn grass lies waiting for its coat to turn to green. The snowbird sings a song he always sings, and speaks to me of flowers that will bloom again in spring. When I was young, my heart was young then too. Anything that it would tell me, that's a thing that I would do. Now I feel such emptiness within, for the thing that I want most in life's a thing that I can't win. Spread your tiny wings and fly away, and take the snow back with you where it came from on that day. The one I love forever is untrue, and if I could, you know that I would fly away with you. The breeze along the river seems to say that he'll only break my heart again if I decide to stay.
waters flow.
Spread your tiny wings and fly away, and take the snow back with you where it came from on that day. The one I love forever is untrue, and if I could, you know that I would fly away with you.
Spread your tiny wings and fly.
Spread your tiny wings and fly away.
Take the snow back with you where it came from on that day.
The one I love forever is untrue, and if I could, you know that I would fly away with you.
Breeze along the river seems to say that he'll only break my heart again if I decide to stay. So little snow, take me with you when you go to that land of gentle breezes where the peaceful waters flow.
Spread your tiny wings and fly away,
and take the snow back with you where it came from on that day.
the one I love forever is untrue,
And if I could, you know that I would fly away with you. Yeah,
if I could, you know that I would fly
away
with you.
Well, it seems I got a little confused. We sang that twice yesterday at two different shows. I would think that it would have been burned in my memory, but actually, what I'm going to use as an excuse, if I need one. I don't know if I need one. You guys are all pretty forgiving.
Need one with me.
But I've been noticing little kind of crackling lines through the
mentioned that
screen,
already.
and yes, and it did it quite a bit during that last bit. So I'm thinking that maybe there might be some weather happening out there, and that could be something that's causing that, because there's apparently a storm somewhere around Toronto. We're not getting it right here now. Hey, I
So,
see
hey,
that
we
Ellen
are
from
so-
from Idaho's just popped in, and let me just zip over to YouTube for a quick peek. Still the same names over on YouTube. Alrighty, go to you.
So it's the theme today is Canada Day Up Canada Way, based on a song by a Canadian icon, Stompin' Tom Connors, and you'll probably hear from him later. But so we're going to be playing a bunch of songs, Canadian made, as Sue's mentioned, and also Canadian topic. What could be more topical if you live in a major metropolitan city than your subway, and if you actually, or streetcars, and if you live in the city of Toronto, the Red Rocket, which used to be the main streetcar that used to run up and down our streets. There are new Red Rockets now. I don't think they
They're
call them that.
smooth.
They're a little more streamlined. But I wrote a song once, a few years back, based on my experience riding the Red Rockets, because they would kind of go down the street, they would be full, and people would be, as they were rumbling down the street and moving around on the tracks, people would be navigating their way through the crowded cars. I thought it looked like a square dance. So I thought, hey, I'm going to write a song. I'm going to call it the Red Rocket Two-Step. It's in the key of G. Here
That's
we
for
go.
anyone playing along at home.
A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. It's another Monday morning and I got to get to work, so I take my place in line for the better way. I'm inside, but I can't find a seat again today. So it's step to the right, step to the left, do-si-do, take a deep breath. You're doing the red rocket two-step. Bow to your partner, forward and back, squeeze yourself like a blister back. You're doing the red rocket two-step. As the wheels on the rails grind a squeaky melody, I feel like I'm in heaven when you ride with me. Grab the rein, hold on dear, as the driver jumps it into gear. You're doing the red rocket two-step. Everybody dance! Well, I love the old red rockets and I love the TTC. Always gets me where I wanna be, wanna be. Well, there may be someone yelling, a sleeping or a smelling. A step or two will get you to your seat. Step to the right, step to the left, do-si-do, take a deep breath. You're doing the red rocket two-step. Bow to your partner, forward and back, squeeze yourself like a blister back. You're doing the red rocket two-step. As the wheels on the rails grind a squeaky melody, I feel like I'm in heaven when you ride with me. Keep on in, take off your pack, use all doors, front and back. You're doing the red rocket two-step. To open doors, stand on the step. When you get to the street, look right and left. You're doing the red rocket two-step. Step to the right, step to the left, do-si-do, take a deep breath. You're doing the red rocket two-step. You're doing the red rocket two-step. You're doing the red rocket two-step. Yeah.
Was anyone dancing out there? Oh, Linda and John are with us tonight from Illinois. I see that. And did I mention that Mary tunes in every week on the replays? So hello to Mary out in.
Keep the conversation going, Sue.
Did you forget
the
something?
lyric sheet.
Ah, okay.
Very important lyric sheet.
Very important one, yes. Well, as Dwight mentioned before, Stompin' Tom Connors was one of the great Canadian songwriters. And the fact that he was Canadian, but also that he wrote about Canada. And he has songs that mention pretty much every province in the country and all sorts of cities and all these uniquely Canadian things. And so when we were coming up with an idea for this show, we thought we definitely should do Stompin' Tom's song called Canada Day Up Canada Way. And so there's a part where he mentions we are shouting hooray. So wherever you are watching from, if you can join me on that, I'm gonna, how should I signal them? Should I do this? Hooray, or that'd be easy to follow, eh? So when I do this, you shout hooray.
Lift your hand up.
Oh, that might be harder to do. Yeah, this will be easier. Okay.
So we played the song last night, and I think I got about a quarter of the lyrics after rehearsing it a few times.
You had been doing well at it, but
So today, pardon me if I appear that I'm reading. I do not want a repeat performance.
Yes, we don't want to miss all those good words.
All those good
All
words.
the good words.
Stompin' Tom. And just so you folks know, Stompin' Tom Connors, for those of you who aren't familiar with him, he's a guy here in Canada. He used to smoke a bunch, a lot, drink a lot. He used to have a big cowboy hat, and he used to wear cowboy boots. And when he was on stage, he got his name Stompin' because he would have a piece of plywood, And by the end of the night, he would be driving a hole in the with
Or a dent, maybe not a full
well, sometimes a hole with the his heel. So he became known for that, Stompin' Tom. So at home tonight, please exercise your inner Stompin'
Yes.
Tom, and you can tap your foot or.
We're not going to do that here because we have neighbors just beneath us,
Absolutely.
and they may not be fans of that.
May not be Stompin' Tom fans. Here we go. Well, it's Canada Day, up Canada way, on the first day of July. And we're shouting hooray, up Canada way, when the maple leaf flies high. Where the silver jets from east to west are streaming through our skies. We'll be shouting hooray, up Canada way, when the great parade goes by. Oh, Canada, standing tall together, we'll raise our hands and hail our flag, the maple leaf forever. Well, it's a Canada Day, up Canada way, on the coast of Labrador. And we're shouting hooray, up Canada way, on the white Pacific shore. People everywhere have a song to share on Canada's holiday. From PEI in the sunny south to the North Pole far away. Oh, Canada, standing tall together, we'll raise our hands and hail our flag, the maple leaf forever. Well, it's Canada Day, up Canada way, on the long cold winter's done. And we're shouting hooray, up Canada way, for the great days yet to come. Where maple trees grow maple leaves when the northern sun is high. And we're Canadians, and we're born again on the first day of July. Oh, Canada, standing tall together, we'll raise our hands and hail our flag, the maple leaf forever. We still have one more verse. Good old hockey game, no, it is the best game you can name.
Different Stompin' Tom
Same
song.
guy. Here we go. Well, it's a Canada Day, up Canada way, from the lakes to the prairies wide. And we're shouting hooray, up Canada way, on the lakes, riverside. People everywhere have a song to share on Canada's holiday. From PEI in the sunny south to the North Pole far away. Oh, Canada, standing tall together, we'll raise our hands and hail our flag, the maple leaf forever. Oh, Canada, standing tall together, we'll raise our hands and hail our flag, the maple leaf forever. We'll raise our hands, raise your hands, and hail our flags, the maple leaf forever.
We had that little flag. I should have had that flag
had our
here
little
tonight.
flag.
Our props department was
Raise
not
our flag.
was not in touch with that tonight.
So there's Stompin' Tom. One day we will have to learn the good old hockey game, or maybe Bud the Spud. That's all about potatoes that are being made in Prince Edward Island.
Grown.
Grown in Prince Edward Island.
Dwight and I were in
Right.
Prince Edward Island once on a bike trip, and this is
Almost
several
got hit by a
years
potato.
ago. And we almost got hit by potatoes because we were there sort of later in the summer. Just actually, it might have even been early September or end of
Yeah.
August
Oh, yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
And we'd be a lot of tourists weren't there at that time, and we had gotten this sort of self-guided bike tour, and we're going up and down various highways, and so were the trucks carrying all the potatoes, as he would refer to them. But there's no top on the backs of the trucks, so as they'd hit little bumps, the potatoes would pop out of the truck. And we were lucky we didn't get hit because there were potatoes falling all around us at different times.
And it's funny when we look at the roadside, you're scanning what's going on when you're biking and you're seeing the odd potato fall down. We noticed that in a couple of sections of the road there'd be a lot of not hundreds of potatoes, but enough potatoes that you would notice them. And then also Mickey bottles of vodka, it seemed. Mickey being, of course, 12 ounces or
Small bottles.
And a small bottle. So I don't know how those two, where they came from. But
Somebody did explain that to us, but I've forgotten what it is. It's some kind of
someone explained.
yeah, they did. Someone in PEI told us why we saw those. Anyway, I can't remember what the reason was. Now, Martin has said that accordion means to get your kalimbas on standby. And what we're going to do for you now is a song that I wrote called For a Moment. And it's all about my experiences busking in the Toronto subway and how I really wanted to just reach people for a moment and help them forget about their problems and maybe reduce their stress as they were racing past me on their way to get the trains.
1, 2, 3, 2, 3.
Is that the weight of the world on your shoulders? Has someone let you down? If I can make you smile for a moment, then I'll know my work here is done. Sometimes the road we travel is rocky, and the sadness lingers too long. But by a moment, all can be forgotten in the comfort of a song. Is that the weight of the world on your shoulders? Has someone let you down? If I made you smile for a moment, then I'll know my work here is done. The stifling summer heat, somewhere beneath the city we'll meet. There are days when I fade into the background and I just can't catch your eye. But for a moment, when you need the music, we'll share a smile as you walk by. Is that the weight of the world on your shoulders? Has someone let you down? If I made you smile for a moment, then I know my work here is done. Is that the weight of the world on your shoulders? Has someone let you down? If I made you smile for a moment, then I know my work here is done. If I made you smile for just one moment, then I know my work here is done.
But our work is not done. We still have a lot more music for you. I just see that a couple more people have joined us. Sherry, I'm not sure where Sherry is from.
Illinois, Sherry? Oh, that's Chris, Illinois.
Yeah, as I say, I don't know where Sherry is from, but we have Greg tuning in tonight. Oh, we have something special coming up, Greg. I'm glad you're here tonight.
Oui.
Oui.
C'est bon.
And let me just see. Did I mention Ellen is with us tonight? In case I didn't.
Yes,
Hi,
you
Ellen.
just caught Ellen
And
in the last tag there.
oh, and Margaret is tuning in from Saskatoon, from sunny Saskatoon. Great. All right, we are going. Oh, and Martin, I'm sure has given this message, but I'm a little bit further down on the list here. I'm not sure I can see. Oh, he says that Canada Limba can only mean one thing, and that is Poetry Corner. So if you're joining us for the first time, Poetry Corner is just a short little segment in the middle of our show where I read a poem that I've written, usually one that I've written. Tonight I'm going to read one that I felt was appropriate for Canada Day. It's called My Roots. I never really cared whether my family came from here or there. England, Ireland, and France, they ended up here in Canada by chance. But lately I realize how important it is as I read about their lives. They are part of me. I'm just one of many leaves on the family tree. My granddad's diary is a window on their world, my grandmother's and his. Sure, lots of it is humdrum, daily weather reports and sports scores to name some. But gems about history past grab my attention and hold it fast. Brief remembrances giving insights into times long before I was living. Crossing the Atlantic on a ship, leaving the old home for a new, a life-changing trip. His revered father, his guide, in navigating the years after his mother died. Still a boy, a battle in 1915, on a field in Ypres, Belgium, horrors unimagined seen. All this from one branch on a tree is an important chapter in the story of me. So in that poem, I mention my grandfather's diaries, and I have about 10 years worth of his diaries. And
Why don't you show the folks?
I'm going to show you what they're like.
They're typed.
They're typed, and they're just a very, interesting summary of his day. And I just happened to be looking at this one the other day because with Canada's birthday coming up, I was thinking, gee, Canada's 100th birthday was in 1967. And so I was thinking, I should see what Granddad was doing on that day. And he never disappoints. He's such a wonderful writer. I wanted to just read the first little part of his entry on July 1st. It was a Saturday, 1967. And he's got in parentheses, Dominion Day or Confederation Day. That is what we used to call Canada Day before they changed it to Canada Day. So he's got here, whatever name we use, it is still my country's 100th birthday, and I do mean my country. I believe I have earned that proud right by having served in her armed forces, both in war and peace, and have tried to live as an honest and useful citizen and produced sons and daughters who follow the same pattern and who are raising their own children in the same honorable way that keeps our country free and respected everywhere. I just thought that was so nice. I wanted to share it with you. So this one particular book doesn't happen to have a cover, but the rest are actually in much better shape. And I just pull them out every now and again, and I think, what was Granddad doing on this date in 1967 or 77 or whatever? So it's kind of fun. All right, so Martin says, Dwight, don't forget to play us out of Poetry Corner.
A special bonus edition of...
Bonus edition, Diary Corner.
So,
I
we did a couple of shows on Canada Day yesterday, and this song was in the set list for both. And we didn't play it once.
We didn't get around to it. We ran out of time.
We love this song.
We love this song so much. So we...
so we're going to play it for you twice.
you know...
Once with
Boy,
my left hand, once with my right.
Having two shows yesterday really wore me out. We kind of wore us both out. We were both pretty pooped by the end of the day. But it's funny, not so long ago, we were doing a lot of two-show days, and it didn't wear me out as much. But Dwight reminded me that yesterday was very, very hot, and so both shows were outside. So I guess that probably accounted for some of my fatigue. But anyway, back to the song. Here we go.
Bonnie de ses foyers, parcourait en pleurant des pays étrangers, parcourait en pleurant des pays étrangers. Triste et pensif, assise au bord des flots. Un jour triste et pensif, assise au bord des flots. Au courant fugitif, il adressa ses mots. Au courant fugitif, il adressa ses mots. Si tu vois mon pays malheureux, si tu vois mon pays malheureux, va dire à mes amis que je me souviens d'eux. Va dire à mes amis que je me souviens d'eux. Oh mon cher Canada, nommés en espérance. Oh mon cher Canada, mon regard languissant vers toi se portera. Mon regard languissant vers toi se portera. Une Canadienne errante, Bonnie de ses foyers. Une Canadienne errante, trente. Bonnie de ses foyers, accoudés dans le rang des pays étrangers, accoudés dans le rang des pays étrangers.
Song is about someone pining for their homeland, and
It actually goes back to the 1700s, a song with the expulsion of the Acadians, a French community from eastern
Quebec.
Canada by the English soldiers, and the song was later taken up by the folks in Quebec as a song of wanting, of estrangement, I think, and wanting to belong in Canada. So it's a very emotional, very beautiful song.
beautiful song.
And very old, obviously, almost
Greg,
300 years old.
I hope that our pronunciations were good. It's such,
Our Manitoba French.
our Manitoba high school French.
Our Métis,
yes.
Métis French, right?
Hey, I just see that a few more folks have joined us. Jan is with us from Walnut Creek. I'm glad you were able to make it. You got home in time from your appointment. And we also have Shannon and Tom tuning in from Bracebridge. Yeah,
Bracebridge.
Bracebridge today.
Wow.
So
Different
that's
bee.
great. Fred. Different. You're on a road trip too, and I think that's all the new ones I can see. But even if we didn't see you during the show, we're going to be reading all the comments after. So we will see whatever you have put there for us.
So here's a song by a Canadian singer-songwriter.
One of your favorites?
From Winnipeg, based now in Toronto, one of my favorites.
It's a song I wrote called This Perfect Day.
So we've been playing a lot of live shows with the band, so I'm doing count-ins now. We don't usually do count-ins, so pardon me. It's a good habit, very
a good habit
habit.
to
Like
be
tuning
in.
your guitar. Very good habit. 3, 4.
Some think I'm a dreamer with my head in the sand, but I'm not afraid to take a stand. I will fight for what is right, and I won't let it drag me down. I just put on my rose-colored glasses, see the world this way. Beautiful hues of pink, replacing shades of gray. Clouds of candy floss, raining pink champagne. I can't help but smile on this perfect day. When the news is bad and nothing's going right,
Nothing's going right.
and everything becomes a fight. Tempers flaring, nobody caring, and it becomes too much to bear. Put on some rose-colored glasses. Trust me when I say you will see the world in a different way. Orchards of cherry blossoms, streams of pink lemonade. Just like that, it's a perfect day. Just like that, it's a perfect day. rose-colored glasses. This is what I see. Beauty all around, the way that it should be. It may be temporary, nothing stays the same. But in that moment, it's a perfect day. Put on those rose-colored glasses. See the world this way.
I see the world.
Beautiful hues of pink, placing shades of gray.
By gray.
Clouds of candy floss, raining pink champagne.
Rain and champagne.
You can't help but smile on this perfect day. We can't help but smile on this perfect day. This perfect day. This perfect day. Listen to how long that rang. I love when it does that.
Well, this next song is a fun one. We haven't done it on Living Room Live for quite some time, and I forgot how fun it is to sing it. It's a song that was written by Wade Helmsworth. I don't know if you tuned in last week when we did, was it last week we did the Black Fly song, or a couple weeks ago? I
yeah,
forget
good
now.
one, yeah.
The one that was about the black fly that
Buzzing
bite
them.
you up in northern Ontario.
Swimming in your soup and the swimming in your tea, or the devil take the black fly and let me be.
So Dwight had mentioned that Wade Helmsworth would go up to the logging camps, and it was at one of these that he was inspired to write this song. And it's familiar to many Canadians because it used to be the sign-off song for television, I think on the CBC at night. Remember when TV used to go off at, I don't know if it was at midnight. Was it at midnight maybe?
Well, it depended, but sometime, usually by 1 o'clock.
By 1 o'clock.
2:30, they play the national anthem, and
Yes.
they'd have a grainy film of the flag. Like,
Yeah.
come on, guys.
But they'd
little
they'd
better.
also play this song at the end of the night, and what we'd see on the screen is a little video that was produced by the National Film Board, and it starts off with a real log driver burling on the logs, and then he turns into a cartoon character, and you see him dancing across the logs, and then in town dancing with the girls, and it is just such a lovely little video. I'm sure it is on YouTube. I haven't looked, but
It probably is, yeah.
Probably is. So if you wanted to see that after the show, go to YouTube and look for Log Driver's Waltz. And the song was sung by the McGarrigle Sisters, also Canadian. All right, here we go. So I
And
know
burling, by the way, because you're going to hear the word, burling is when you actually walk along the log, and so the log's spinning, so your feet are always moving forward and back to keep your balance. So that's burling. And it's a 3/4 time, so it's okay for you to sway back and forth.
well, and get up and dance.
Or waltz around the
Yes,
kitchen.
waltz around the kitchen.
You should ask any girl from the parish around what pleases her most, from her head to her toes. She'll say, I'm not sure this business of yours, but I do like to waltz with the log driver, for he goes burling down, down white water. That's where the log driver learns to step lightly. It's burling down, down white water. The log driver's waltz pleases girls completely. When the drive's nearly over, I like to go down and see all the lads as they walk on the river. I know that come evening they'll be in the town, and we'll all want to waltz with the log driver, for he goes burling down, down white water. That's where the log driver learns to step lightly. It's burling down, down white water. Log driver's
drivers waltz pleases girls completely.
To please both my parents, I've had to give way and dance with the doctors and lawyers and merchants. Their manners are fine, but their feet are of clay. None have the style of the log driver,
For he goes burling down, down Whitewater. That's where the log driver learns to step lightly. It's burling down, down Whitewater. The log driver's waltz pleases girls completely.
I've had my chances with all sorts of men, but none are so fine as my lad on the river. So when the drive's over, if he asks me again, I think I will marry my log driver.
For he goes burling down, down Whitewater. That's where the log driver learns to step lightly. It's burling down, down Whitewater. The log driver's waltz pleases girls completely. Burling down, down Whitewater. That's where the log driver learns to step lightly. It's burling down, down Whitewater. The log driver's waltz pleases girls completely. Let's do Four Strong Winds as well.
Oh, sure, okay. We're just going to throw in another song that we hadn't
Special
planned
bonus
to do, but
song.
you know what? It is such a gorgeous one, and we had such a fun singing it yesterday, and hearing the audience sing along. So why don't you guys sing along with us to this one? It's called Four Strong Winds.
Four strong winds that blow lonely, seven seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. But our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. Think I'll go out to Alberta. Weather's good there in the fall. I got some friends that I could go to working for. Still, I wish you'd change your mind if I asked you one more time. But we've been through that 100 times or more. Four strong winds that blow lonely, seven seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. But our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. If I get there before the snow flies, and if things are going good, you could meet me if I sent you down the fair. But by then it would be winter, one made. But our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way.
Oh, that's a fun bonus song to be singing tonight.
Yeah, and that
I
was
love
by
that
the wonderful Ian and Sylvia, and then later redone by
Neil Young.
Neil Young, another Canadian
Yeah.
icon.
Well,
Canada
in-
Day, eh?
You know, when I made the little sort of what would you call it? The little cover picture for this week's show. I used a photo that I'd taken when Dwight and I were in Hamilton the other day, and it was of a train track. And then I realized afterwards, if I'm going to put a train track on that show picture, we better have a train song in there and use the train whistle, or it might be considered misleading advertising. So we are going to end on a song by a great Canadian songwriter, one of my favorites. This is a song Dwight wrote called Ain't No Passenger.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ain't no passenger on this train. Ain't no passenger on this train. Stop the suffering, feel the pain. Ain't no passenger on this train. Won't have children get on board this train of life and hear it roar. Now time for sitting on your hands if we're to reach the promised land. Ain't no passenger on this train. Ain't no passenger on this train. Stop the suffering, heal the pain. Ain't no passenger on this train. Won't have children
Won't our children
talking to you.
talking to you?
There's just so
There's
much
just so much
work to do.
work to do.
Trains are rolling, hear its cry. You can't let it pass you by. Ain't no passenger on this train. Ain't no passenger on this train. Stop the suffering, heal the pain. Ain't no passenger on this train. Glory, glory,
Glory,
hallelujah.
glory.
There's no telling what we might do. Get together, take a stand, buy your ticket, lend a hand. Ain't no passenger on this train. Ain't no passenger on this train. Stop the suffering, feel the pain. Ain't no passenger on this train. Ain't no passenger
On this
train. Ain't no passenger on this train.
Yes, indeed. Well, hey, thank you for coming down
Up
Canada way. Up
way.
Canada way. Yeah, we are up here, aren't we? Yes, thanks for coming up
thanks for
here.
being
you gotta
with
get
us
that.
tonight.
You gotta get that hand in there.
Canada.
Up Canada. It's Canada Day to Canada way today. There we go.
Very
Little
nice.
razzmatazz.
Razzmatazz.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It was, I was, as I mentioned earlier, I was quite exhausted after yesterday, but being here with you tonight has given me a second wind.
Your applause has given us
your applause.
a great uplift.
And we can't wait to read all your comments. That's always such a fun thing to do. So thank you for leaving lots of comments. I can see a lot here, especially on Facebook. Let me just check over on... Oh, Lyle came in to join us on YouTube tonight. Oh, he said, I just missed it. Well, you can always watch on the replay.
Now, folks, there's two more shows coming up that we want to tell you about immediately. One this Saturday.
This Saturday, it's going to be our Super 70s Songs show, and it's on the other side of the wall there. We've had some requests for it, so we'll be busily pulling that one together over the next couple of days. And so that is at the same time, same place, and the information will be is on Facebook and is on our website as well, sueanddwight.com. And while you're visiting at sueanddwight.com, there's all our recorded music is there, and also we have a tip jar. If you enjoy these shows and you'd like to visit our tip jar, you'll see a picture of an open guitar case on the front page, and if you click on that, it'll show you the different ways that tips can be given if that's something you're able to do and you want to do. All right, and then next Wednesday we will be back with another Living Room Live here in this very living room. I'm not sure what the theme is going to be of that one yet, but I'll have that figured out in the next day or so.
You'll know that the theme won't be misleading.
No, because I try to be
So
very
Noted
fair.
with ain't no passenger. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for being with us. Anything else you'd like to add? No? Okay, everybody take care. And and all our friends in the U.S., tomorrow is, 2 days from now. Friday is July 4th, so happy July 4th to you. And everybody stay safe in your celebrations, and we will see you again soon. Good night, everyone.